Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, guys, but Kamala Harris is black and a woman. Let that pipe dream die today.
Hey beautiful people, how you all doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome to my channel. How you all doing? Hope you guys are doing great. So people are coming for Fannita and another black sister for saying that Kamala Harris is not going to win this election. She won't win it because she's a black woman and the other party, there's no way she can win. And this has gotten the entire internet talking because the internet is almost divided because some people are like a lot of people that I've seen so far on my For You page are here for Kamala Harris. People are excited, women are excited, and finally there's going to be the first black woman, or will I say the first colored woman as president in the United States. And this has gotten a lot of people talking because a lot of black women are supporting Kamala Harris, at least from my own opinion, what I see on social media so far. A lot of black women are supporting Kamala Harris on this. But the fact that some black women are coming online, people like Fannita and the other lady came out to say that, you know what, she's not going to win. There is no way. The other lady was talking about how Kamala is not a good candidate because Kamala does not like the people of color and black people. How Kamala has make life hard by putting more people of color and black people in jail and all that. She went on to really break down a lot of things, which we're going to get to. But I want to know what you guys think about this Kamala versus Trump situation. What are you guys' thoughts on this? And listen to this conversation. And I also want to know your thoughts on this. So with that all said, guys, let's go check out what Fannita and the other sister has to say, and then we'll come back and talk more.
Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, guys, but Kamala Harris is black and a woman. Let that pipe dream die today. No chance. And it's quirky and it's fun to think about in theory. And that's what the thing I love about dreams. Everybody can have one. But at the end of the day, we also need to know all dreams don't come true. Let's just put all the cards on the table face up for the first time in our lives and be honest with ourselves. But on a serious note, though, what the hell we gonna do? Like, for real, does anybody have any ideas at this?
So you guys were on top of cars in 2020 screaming Black Lives Matter, only to be voting in a cop in 2024. That is peak cringe, okay? Kamala Harris had a history and a reputation for being tough on crime. She specifically targeted black and brown households. She put so many black and brown people behind bars. Under her truancy law, black and brown parents had life-altering criminal records, faced financial burdens because of her truancy laws. That is who you guys are putting your vote behind after doing all that protesting for Black Lives Matter in 2020. Speechless. I'm speechless.
Please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. I'd love to know what you think about this conversation down in the comment section. So go ahead and share your thoughts. And people were not here for this comments made by these two black women. People were coming for them, especially Fannita. People were coming for them. And even Fannita took down a video and did like almost like an apology video, which we're going to see later on in the video. But I also want to know what you guys have to say because obviously I'm not in the United States and you guys know I always want to be well educated and well informed on situation. Sister talking about how Kamala was not in support, like how she was really tough on crime against black people and brown people. I really want to know you guys take, like you guys are, I know most of you guys are you guys are more informed, so go ahead and educate us down in the comment section. But this got a lot of people talking. A lot of people have so much to say to Fannita. In fact, the internet was dragging Fannita by the hair for saying what she said, especially not supporting a black woman. And another thing, I got some of those comments on the last video I did about Kamala Harris, where some people were saying that she's not black, she's multiracial, she's biracial, so she's not black. And I was like, okay, I'm going to share my thought, my little thought later on in the end, but yeah, let me know what you think. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, now is the perfect time for you to subscribe to this channel. Here on the channel, we have amazing conversation. So click the subscribe button and the notification so you'll be notified once I upload videos. So let's go check out people's response to this sister coming for Kamala Harris, and then we'll come back and talk more.
This message is for Fannita, baby. When people not working with you no more, they not working with you no more. If they're not working with you no more, they just not working with you no more. Okay? Just I don't know what to say, because I'm not about to tell you to stop doing what you're doing. I'm not about to tell you to stop being funny or attempting to be funny. Like, I ain't gonna tell you to do that, but I'm just saying, when they're not working with you no more, they're not working with you no more.
I'm going to try to make this video again because TikTok would not allow it to come out. But Nally by nature is not a person that is for unity. She's a person that's going to cause division. She's trying to use the Black Lives Matter movement against black people to divide it. Her whole stance is, well, y'all march for Black Lives Matter, but y'all trying to put Kamala Harris in the office. She does not do any studying. She has no evidence of Kamala doing anything towards black people. And that can all be debunked if you just Google it. Nally by nature is upset that the Muslim and Arab agenda is not being pushed anymore because she can no longer use the slogan jail. She's trying to make Kamala Harris the scapegoat for Joe Biden. And we all know that as a vice president, you have no power. You have to do the agenda set forth by the president. And you're only there in case the president is sick or he is in any way, form, or fashion so you can take over and still run democracy. Nally by nature is using black movements in order to push her agenda. And I'm going to make this very clear. If you're a Muslim and you're Arab and you are following this woman who is a brown woman who is spewing this division, you are voting for Trump. Because if you don't vote, you're voting for him. And do you honestly think you're still going to be in this country after he takes control and Project 2025 comes into effect? That man will not care if you were born in this country. If you are a Muslim, you're going to have to go. And he will make that happen under Project 2025. So Nally by nature, keep black folks' names out your mouth. Keep our movements out your mouth. We cannot save anybody if we don't save ourselves. So if you're not by unity and you're not about that life, shut the up. Because it only takes a Google search to debunk everything that you said, which you really didn't even have anything in the video. You just want to talk shit and spew hate to black people so we would be divided. But baby, that ain't gonna work.
And you can go ahead and shut it down.
Fannita, please leave this app. For the sake of all black women, just leave. Because you are not doing anything for us. You're actually setting us back. I'm really tired of your negativity and the self-hate that you carry for yourself that you project on everyone else. You need therapy. You don't need this app. You did all that work on your body and you still hate yourself. You hate yourself so much that you would put disparaging words on the first POC Black and Southeast Asian president, female president that we could have. Nobody wants you here anymore. And I'm not saying living, I'm saying on this app. Leave Instagram too. You need to shut down. Your mental is not mentaling. Stop chasing those white boys because they don't want you. It's crazy how you sit here about a month ago crying and whining out your ass about not being accepted in an area and not being paid in an area where you feel like you deserve to be paid because your white counterparts are making more money than you, and here you go disrespecting another black woman. Baby, you don't deserve any money. You don't deserve any brand deals. You don't deserve any endorsement. And the reason you don't deserve them because you feel like you don't deserve them. But Kamala Harris deserves to be in that White House. She deserves our vote. We deserve some peace and quiet from Trump and his little minions. And if you're going to interrupt that peace that we are trying to get as a nation, as women in general, get the off this app. We don't want you here anymore. You are only there for you, and you are the most self-deprecating person I've seen in so long. Your body didn't need work. Your mental needed work. Your self-love needed work. You needed inner work, not outer work. God, I'm so over you.
It really breaks my heart that the main ones that don't believe in us is us. And the idea that as black folk, we can sit on our phone, click record, and regurgitate the same white male supremacist, it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. The idea that you can go on here and imply that because of her womanhood and because of her blackness, that will be the detriment of her achieving, that is the same type of narrative that we tell baby girls around the world. That is the same type of narrative that we tell sisters around the world. And it stops them from doing the very thing that they know in their souls that they can do. That type of narrative could have been the very thing that stopped her from being a VP. That type of narrative could have been the very thing that stopped her from going to law school and then becoming a prosecutor. We have to pour into sisters, especially in days like this, because the state of our country is not funny to me. And when you sit there embodying the very women that she is fighting for, because baby girl, she's fighting for you, and you make a joke like that, is a slap in the face to her sacrifices and the sacrifices of many other black women.
I know we still mad at Fannita. But there is no grace given on this app. And when I say none, I say none. Now, I do feel like Fannita's humor is more on the drier side, and people already kind of hated her. So when she said the whole thing about Kamala, it just exasperated into something else. And now we've gone back to calling her every name in the book instead of just saying, I did not like what Fannita said. Now she's a smushed Oreo in the back of somebody's bag for two. Like, that's just crazy to me. I get it, y'all don't like her, but now we talking about the girl's body again because she said something y'all didn't like. Y'all have to understand, just like I said in my last video, a lot has happened in the last 24 hours. And everybody that says like, oh, this ain't it, like, this is not gonna work, they're not feeling like they're on the bandwagon. Y'all are talking about y'all don't have any faith and this is just like Obama. And no, it's not just like Obama. No, this is not just like Obama. This is not just like 2008. This is not just like any of those other times. Again, I know everybody wants to make it seem like it's no big deal, but we are literally what 90 days out from the election. I don't know, maybe 90 days. And I really feel like the Democrats dropped the ball. I feel like they were trying to push Joe Biden to the re-election or whatever, instead of saying, let's just prepare the American people for Kamala to run. This is a last minute ditch effort to try to keep Trump out of there. And I think people are hopeful that it works, but there's also people that are like, this ain't, come on now. Trump is still one of the most famous people in the world, whether we like it or not. And I don't think, and I've been saying this for years, I don't think the Democrats are playing hardball enough. So now in the last ditch effort, we're going to put Kamala. Y'all better make sure that, I know there's some choices for the VP, but it better be the most perfect choice. Why wasn't this already thought of? Like, I just feel like this should have already been pre-packaged. Like, we should have already had Harris 224 stickers put on people's walls. So I don't like that. I don't like that. I feel like y'all were ready to just jump on her for her opinion. And anybody who feels like, oh my God, Kamala's just gonna win. She just has to win. Like how Hillary had to win in 2016 when everybody went out there and did the popular vote and she lost the electoral college vote. Like that time, you know what I'm saying? Y'all keep putting on the people, and clearly the people have chosen who they want to win, but there's more to it than that. And I hate when y'all just simplify it and dumb it down. But yeah, just body shaming Fannita for having an opinion is just like, damn, y'all can't. I get it. I felt like she could have worded it better, but this is a shock to people. This literally just happened, what, a day or two ago?
Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, guys, but Kamala Harris is black and a woman. Let that pipe dream die today.
And this is exactly the loser mentality that I was talking about after 45 got clipped and all the Dems was running around talking about, oh, this is going to win him the election. This is going to win him the election. The shit has not even begun. We haven't really, I can't even find my words. I'm so annoyed. We all know America hates black people and they also hate women. So for her to be a black woman, and before y'all come in my comments talking about she not black, I don't hear it. She black enough for them to consider her black. Because that's voting is going to look at her and call her black. So you can save that shit. But for another black woman to come on this app with such a large platform and be telling people to pack it up, that they're never going to let her win, rather than go out and vote, is reckless, honestly. Because somebody is going to see that and be like, shit, you know what, she right. Why even vote? Why? And that's what they're counting on. That right there, that loser mentality, that defeatist attitude is what they are counting on. They're counting on y'all sitting at home and not getting up to go and vote. If anything, right now is the time you need to lock the in. And if we lose. But why are you putting that out into the
universe? Why are y'all working so hard to push it into existence? That's my question. Why do y'all keep saying it? It's been 4 years. 4 years. And Code 45 is still saying that they won the election. And y'all already claiming defeat. How y'all claiming defeat? Like, it's so weird. It's such a weird energy. Like, we know people don't like black women. We are aware of this. We are all aware of this. But it's just like, God. Yeah.
We have to be more responsible and we have to be more selfless. The same expectations that we are saying we have for women, we also need to have for ourselves. I have been very disappointed to see some women who look like me offer unhelpful perspective in this moment. And although I have thoroughly enjoyed many of the response videos, I've found them to be thoughtful, insightful, and informative. I wanted to offer a bit of a different perspective. As a black woman, I will never sit here and pretend like I don't know or understand why another black woman has insecurities or has internalized her own limiting beliefs. The problem is when we get on our platforms that we are so privileged to have in the first place and we irresponsibly use them by projecting our limiting beliefs and our insecurities onto others, knowing that there are people who watch us and listen to what we have to say. Now, whether we believe that that thing could or should ever happen to or for us is neither here nor there. All we need to know and understand in this moment is if the system will first change for them, then that is a system that we should all want to be a part of. And that is true no matter what you look like. We need to be more selfless in this moment and say, why shouldn't it be her? And if that can happen for her, guess what else could happen for us?
So I seen Fannita's video, and I think it is unproductive to come on here and yell at her and say, how could you, and things like that. I think that's just super unproductive for the conversation of black or America, excuse me, will not turn out and vote for a black woman. I terribly disagree with that because of Barack. Okay. The way that we got Barack in there was we went out, we voted aggressively. Personally, I don't think Donald Trump has done enough to win over the people that are independent, that are in the middle. I think there are way more people that are in the middle than right or left. Okay. And if Kamala can come out and create a great campaign, and I just think Donald Trump is just as incoherent as Joe Biden. Two mentally ill people arguing, it's hard to tell which one is the better candidate. Okay. I think that Kamala is very articulate. I think that she's coherent. I think she's here. And Donald Trump is going to actually have to argue policy. Okay. He is not good at arguing policy. All right. And that's just how I see that situation. He's more focused on the antics, the insults and things like that. You know what I mean? That's what he's more witty than he is articulate. And that's just how I see him. And if she can come out and show that she has a brain, I think she wins. But this is really towards Black America. I'm really not even talking to white people right now. If you want to see change, you got to go make it. We made it with Barack Obama. We made it with Joe Biden. I believe that Hillary and Donald Trump election, we got lazy. That was the problem, is that we got lazy and we didn't understand how it will affect us moving forward. But I think now that we've gone through 4 years of Donald Trump, we've gone through 4 years of MAGA, we've watched these Republicans, these weirdos like Marjorie Taylor Greene, and we've watched these weirdos like Matt Gaetz get up there and make a fool of America. That has revitalized us personally. So what I'm going to tell you to do is just to go out and vote. You ask me who's the better candidate? It's Kamala Harris. Point blank, period.
Please go on down in the comment section and let me know what you think about these amazing conversations these beautiful people are having. I want to know your own take down in the comment section. But please, like always, keep it respectful, okay? You guys know how we do it here. We're always very respectful. So with the whole backlash Fannita was getting, Fannita decided to come back to backpedal and kind of address what she said and why she said what she said. And this is what Fannita have to say. I'll soon come back and share my own thought, but I want to know what you think down in the comment section. So let's go hear what Fannita has to say, and then we'll talk more.
I'm voting for Kamala Harris 100%. I want to make that extremely clear. She 100% has my vote. But I do not want to be ignorant to the fact that she has adversities that a lot of people in her position will never face. She's a woman of color, and she's a woman. I remember when Obama was running for president in 2008 when I was in the 5th grade. I remember the racism that I saw. It almost enacted a civil war. And I just know that she's going to be on an uphill battle. But regardless of that, at least she has us. She has us. We can be the change that we want to see. We always have great ideas on Twitter and on TikTok and on Instagram. We make viral posts all the time, but none of that sees the light of day because we never vote. And we're up against a generation that never misses a vote. They vote for their local HOA. We don't vote for counties, senators, governors, representatives. Like, we don't vote for anything. So this is our opportunity to show up to the polls. Make those fan cam numbers election numbers. Every person that liked the fan cam edit of Kamala Harris's silk press needs to vote. I need to see them numbers reflected at the polls. And listen, this could be a big screw you to Fannita, and y'all can guarantee that she gets in. If you want to do it despite me, I want that. I want that to happen. I want to be proven wrong. I just understand the adversities that she's going to have to face. But regardless of that, it may seem hopeless. And it may seem like, oh my God, it's a drop in the bucket. But if we all drop water in a bucket, the bucket overflows and we win. And we finally get the change that we want to see. We finally have a candidate that we can all get behind. And I just want to see y'all at the polls. Let's put our money where our mouth is. And for the people that have never voted, I know voting seems like this crazy big task and it can seem kind of daunting, but actually it's really easy to register to vote. I'll put a link in my bio so you guys can register. Also, if you get anxious about being in crowds or you're nervous about going to the polls to vote in person, you can vote by mail-in ballot. So we really have no excuse. And also the deadline to register to vote is 15 days before the election, but it varies state to state, so you have to check that. But I'm putting the link in my bio. And regardless of how y'all feel about me, the one thing that we can absolutely agree on this topic is that we all need to vote, because nobody wins if we don't vote.
So, as part of what Fannita said in the beginning, like the first original video, how come I kind of agree with everything she said on a supposed apology video. I get it. So I want to know what you think, and I do really want to know your mindset, and I need a lot of you guys to educate me here, because the last video I did, I got a couple of people educating me, saying that people should do their research about Kamala Harris, that things may not go as we or as women think, and they are putting it in their head and all that, and that some people are just voting out of emotion. But for me, this is where I see it. Yes, I know some people are going to come and say, that's the, you're not in the US, why are you talking? I know, okay? I'm just talking from someone outside looking in. For me, this is where I see, like, we've seen how Donald Trump administrator worked. He did 4 years already, and we saw how it worked, how it was coming really hard for immigrants and all that. The thing is that I feel like when it comes to politics, even here in my country, Nigeria, when it comes to politics, it's almost the best of both evils. Like, both of them will definitely have the downs, the lows, the pros, the cons. But ask yourself, which one will benefit your interest? I feel like that's the most important thing. Which one is going to benefit your interest at this point? Because, like, in my own country now, August 1st, we're planning to do a nationwide protest. And guess what Lagos State government did? Lagos State government decided to shut it down by saying there's a cultural, traditional event happening, which I'm going to do a story on that soon. I'm going to break that one down. But whether you like it or not, these politicians, as much as we usually give up and say, you know what, oh, they've won, they know what they are doing, they are not going to allow this. I feel like this is just to put a lot of doubt and fear in a lot of people's mind, to not go out there to vote or to not do their citizen right. So if I feel like if they know they've already won, I've said this in one of my life. If these politicians they know they've already won or they can manipulate the poll, they will not put as much effort as they do when it comes to rally, speech, talking to the people, trying to convince the people. They will not. One thing we should know as people of a country or citizens of countries is that we have a big, like the power we have. We don't know how much power we have compared to that 1% of people that rule the country. We have so much that when it comes to election time, these people are campaigning for our vote. So why don't we use that vote to make it count? Some people are saying that Kamala Harris is not a good candidate, but do you think Donald Trump is a good candidate? I'm not in the US, I'm not voting, but I personally, I am super excited to see a woman be in the White House as a president. Yes, some will call it emotional, not logical, it's not beneficial and all that. But the thing is that what did Donald Trump do with the 4 years it was there? I rather see something else, something different, a fresh administration, especially when it's a woman, especially when it's a woman of color. I'm so here for it. You guys know how I feel about women and women standing up and women taking places, because naturally we've been told not to occupy spaces, not to, we can't do things. And I feel, and I get where people are coming from, talking about the mindset of people are what limits us, especially as black women. The other brother was saying it, talking about how people are, what people are saying to Camilla is what has been told to black girls mostly, that oh, you can amount to this, you can amount to this, you can achieve it, you can, they will not give you, or they can't give, or you can get it. This is something that I, as a black woman raised in Africa, is something that has been clocked in our head, and that's the narrative that we are trying to change worldwide as women, especially as black women, that anything we put our minds to, we're going to achieve it. And for me, that's one thing that drives me. I might not say it every time, but that's one thing that really drives me. Once somebody says things, as a child, a lot of things people say I cannot do or I will not do, I make it an effort. Like I just feel like I just want to put it in their face, like I did it, I did it. And these are some of the things, because people feel like I'm a black woman, or oh, you're a woman, nobody, is not going to work. Yes, I can do it. So this is where I feel like I'm not telling anybody to go vote for anybody, but ask yourself. But especially when I saw the project 2025, how it's going to impact women, ask yourself, yes, Kamala is not the best candidate and all that. Donald Trump, is it the best candidate? Ask yourself, which of these people you're going to vote for that will best benefit your interest as a person, economically, mentally, physically, which is going to benefit your interest. Because a lot of the time we forget how much whoever we have in power is going to impact us. This thing happened here in my country during the last election, which was last year. We're telling people go out to vote, go out to vote, like literally. A lot of people, some people stayed back, and yes, sometimes the election year in my country can be very, very messy, and that's why, like, I really, like, I'm so following the United States government and you guys policy a lot. I'm following, because yeah, it's a different ball game. It's like who get power pass, who can on a lot of people to get where they can get to. Yes, I'm saying that. I know I should know. I'm not going to speak so much on that, but there are some people that lose their life during election time just because they went out to vote here in my country, and that put a lot of fear in people, because some of these politicians were using thugs to terrorize and to unalive people. So some people refused to come and all that. And one thing I would say is that when you don't go out to vote, whoever gets in or whoever is able to get in, if that is not in your best interest, we're going to hear it. Like a lot of the time, and this is something I always say here, most of the times the people they use to downplay and to make people to sit at home or to terrorize people during elections are usually the common man, me and you. And whoever gets into power, if it's not in your best interest, you're going to suffer it. Yeah, in Nigeria now, inflation has doubled like over 2,000%. I'm not even kidding. Over 2,000%. And the hardship, the hunger in the land right now in this country, Nigeria, it's like out of this world. Some families can't even eat. So I'm saying this to say this is that you guys should use your votes coming this November. It's barely 3 months. It's just around the corner. Ask yourself, is Pamela of your best interest? Is Donald Trump of your best interest? Ask yourself that question. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this lovely conversation down in the comment section. Love to know what you think about this, and educate me down in the comment section. Love to be educated here, okay? Please go on and share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation. So go ahead and share this video, okay? Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push out my content for more people to see, and that'll be you supporting this channel and this girl here. So go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.